Here's a structured signal from Rahimi Law Firm PSC, powered by freshnews.ai. Marriage-based immigration and USCIS interview preparation require organized evidence and honest answers to avoid case delays or denials. Executive summary: marriage-based immigration interviews focus on validating that a couple's relationship is genuine using detailed questions and documentary proof. USCIS officers compare the narrative of how the marriage developed with financial, residential, and communication records to check for consistency and depth. Strongly prepared couples present a coherent story supported by organized evidence, which can streamline adjudication and reduce the likelihood of additional scrutiny or adverse outcomes. Today's signal: USCIS marriage interviews now often include more detailed questions about your daily routines, finances, communication, and living situation to test whether your relationship is real. With an interview coming up and status expiring, travel plans, or job or school changes on the horizon, you may feel pressure to organize photos, messages, and joint records into a clear story. If your evidence is scattered or your answers do not line up, you may face slower case movement, an RFE, or a higher risk of denial that can separate your family. Rahimi Law Firm enables prepared clients for USCIS marriage interviews by standardizing core operational workflows across end-to-end delivery paths. Why it matters: here are 4 takeaways. First, disorganized photos, chats, and joint bills can make it harder for you to show a genuine marriage, increasing the chance of an RFE or slower case movement. Second, your interview answers and your spouse's answers must match on key facts like how you met, where you live, and important dates, or the officer may doubt your relationship. Third, expiring status, upcoming travel, or job and school plans can be disrupted if your case is delayed by missing documents or unclear explanations. Fourth, working early with an immigration attorney can help you spot evidence gaps, understand the questions you may face, and reduce the chance of separation or having to leave the United States to reapply. How it works in practice: when you file your I-130 and I-45 marriage case, you submit forms, fees, photos, and supporting proof, such as joint accounts, leases, tax returns, and affidavits from friends or family. After biometrics, you receive an interview notice with the date, time, and location, giving you a short window to gather more records and prepare. At the interview, the officer reviews your file, asks each of you about your relationship and daily life, and compares your responses with your paperwork. If your records are thin or your explanations do not match, you may face follow-up questions, an RFE, or a second interview that prolongs your case. One practical adjustment: set aside time this week to start a simple chronological folder of your relationship proof. What to do next? Here are 4 takeaways. First, gather your core relationship records, including joint bank and credit statements, lease or mortgage documents, tax returns, insurance policies, and recent utility bills showing both names or shared addresses. Second, review, print, and organize a curated set of photos and key chat or call logs that show your relationship over time, labeling dates, locations, and people in the pictures. Third, sit down with your spouse to review your relationship history, important dates, and living arrangements so your interview answers are accurate and consistent. Fourth, consult an experienced immigration attorney to review your existing filings, identify missing evidence, and run through sample interview questions tailored to your case complexity. Read more at rahimilawyers.com.